Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Time flies when you're having fun. I just watched the Viva Barnes live stream. Well, I guess technically I watched it last night, but whatever. I just watched the Viva Barnes live stream from Sunday, and they are going to be rewriting the terms of service for Gettr. Now, for those of you who are unaware, Gettr is a new free speech, in air quotes, free speech platform that is trying to be the Twitter alternative. The Twitter, of course, censors far-right opinions, or at least if those far-right opinions get to be too offensive to the Twitterati. And there was a previous contender. Well, there's actually two previous contenders. There's Gab, which, well, I guess technically there's like three. There's Minds, which is, I don't know if Minds is still going on or what's going on with Minds. There's Gab, which is going to be relevant to our story, which is very unfettered as far as the free speech is concerned. I believe they only censor pornography and illegal speech, like illegal in the United States speech, like true threats, things like that. There was Parler. I checked Parler out because, hey, I like free speech. And they got nuked from orbit for their free speech policies. And now they're very locked down. And the right wing is unhappy with them. So then along came Gettr. And Donald Trump jumped on Gettr after they implemented new anti-Semitism speech restrictions. So you can't be an anti-Semite on Gettr because that's offensive. And, that's not a legitimate political position or something along those lines. And according to Viva and Barnes, the terms of service for Gettr are essentially the same thing as the terms of service for YouTube or Twitter. So because of that, Gettr, the quote free speech platform, end quote, is going to, or has, I should say, retained Viva Barnes or Viva Fry and Robert Barnes to tighten up their terms of service so that people know exactly what is and isn't allowed on the, in air quotes, free speech platform. Now, Robert Barnes, who's probably going to be taking at least the appearance of the lead in the matter, I'm assuming he's going to have associates do it. He's the talking head. He's not the guy in the trenches doing the research and rewriting contracts in terms of services and things like that. But he doesn't like Gab. You know why he doesn't like Gab? Because they allow people to express the wrong kinds of opinions on Gab. And he doesn't want that on Gettr. Nobody likes trolls. And of course, the only definition of troll that ever seems to make sense is someone who has an opinion that I disagree with and I don't want anybody else to hear. That's a troll because, my opinions are just being a troll on everybody else's channels. I mean, it's not like I have understanding of what's going on legally with these auditors. No, I'm just a troll. They disagree with my opinion is the problem, and they don't want other people to hear it. And that's essentially what Robert Barnes is going to tighten his terms of service. He's going to allow all kinds of political thoughts on there, all kinds of political speech, but we already know, because Trump demanded no anti-Semitism on Gettr, we already know that you're not going to be allowed to have any opinions that go contrary to the ADL. And of course, the ADL has defined anti-Semitism to include everything from being pro-Palestine to being anti-further homesteading by Israel to being against Israel, even boycotting Israel. You're not allowed to want to boycott Israel if they blow up Palestinian kids. It's crazy. I mean, it's not like that's an illegitimate political position, but I guess in Robert Barnes' eyes, it is. So, yeah, your free speech Gettr platform has terrible terms of service that are going to be tightened down into being just as terrible terms of service, because nothing says free speech like telling everybody what they can't say. Thanks for watching and have a great day.